Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, August 2nd. I'm Mary Amy, and I'm coming to you live from New York, and this is Living in the Light. And I am here about cracking open the beautiful glowing light that's in your heart, shifting away darkness, and guiding you to your truest potential and destiny. How is everyone today on this day? Well, the weather's shifting a little bit here. We might have some sun and it's getting a little warmer. We're headed back into the heat. On today's show, we're going to cover topics like psychic gifts, unconditional love, and palmistry, reading your palm. Also, I will be giving a visualization and I will share the healing properties of a quartz gemstone. Well, as you can see, I've changed the background, and that's another painting that I did. I felt that it was more in tune with what we're all talking about here, about living in the light and being in this moment, present, letting out a breath. Make sure that you're breathing. If you're stressed out and you're tense, sometimes we hold our breath. And if we want to accomplish tasks and manifest, we must breathe and have alignment. So the reason that I'm bringing up psychic gifts is because, as you know, I state that I'm an intuitive and an empath. And as an intuitive, it's considered to be a fortune teller's medium, I guess you could say, or I guess a fortune teller's ability, which is someone who can see the future. And way back when there was what was gypsies from Romania, and they would go around in a wagon and they'd bring out their crystal ball and they would read from the crystal ball, or they would have possibly tarot cards. And tarot cards are a deck of cards and you read them. I'm sure everyone knows what those are. And from the gypsy folklore, they would hold seances and they would speak to those who had passed, and they ghosts and spirits. And this was something that many people were interested in because it was about predicting the future. People say they would like to know what's going to happen. However, I'm here to tell you that it's not always a good thing to know what's going to happen, because sometimes it deletes possibilities in your life. And as an intuitive, what I do is I basically hold someone's hand or I hear their voice and I read their energy. I receive vibrations that come through to me in the form of images, messages, signs. Maybe it's a symbol, maybe it's an animal, which is an archetype, maybe it is a number, maybe it's someone who has passed, maybe it's an angelic form or a dark entity. And as an empath, it actually gives me an advantage because I sense and feel from the person whatever emotional capacity they have at that moment. And what happens is it becomes, of course, it's confidential, but it becomes this very secure trust that we have, because they can sense my clients sense that I know where they're coming from. And it's, as an intuitive, it's more like instinctual knowing. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we are ascending to a higher vibration, to a higher frequency, because we are engaging with unconditional love in our hearts. And because of that, we are transforming to more multidimensional beings of light. So you are opening up your mind, and as you open up your mind, you begin to have your own abilities. And they say starseeds, which is one of the areas that I'm going to cover today, starseeds have telepathic abilities. And maybe you could say they're clairvoyant, they have clairsenses. So, for example, claircognizance is intuitive knowing. It's clear knowledge when a person has psychic knowledge without any physical explanation. So you might meet someone and immediately you know specific parts of their personality, something that they've accomplished, members of their family. You might have a premonition prior to meeting them the night before or after actually physically having touch with them, embracing them or holding their hand or something. You might have a dream, or it might manifest into a premonition while you're awake, and you might see them doing something bad or good or anything. And that is why they sometimes say to a psychic to bring, something personal, because their energy is attached to that personal object and you can read them through that, or a photo. And so here's like a little chart, if you can see, right? Here's a little chart, and it shares different explanations. So intuitive vision is the ability to see objects, actions, or events distant from the present without use of eyes, and that's called clairvoyance. Clairaudience is you might be able to hear. So maybe you can hear a voice, a name. Like, for example, right before I go to sleep, I have otherworldly beings or people that have passed, or it might be remote viewing, come into my eye view when I close my eyes. It's right before I go off to sleep. And also I might hear or see something, and it's going to come through as sound for me. I might hear a name. I mentioned yesterday I heard the name Jesse. I might hear something drop, something break, something move. It's usually when I hear something, it's supposed to startle me into being alert. Like I might hear a crash and it shakes me up. But those are my abilities. So as we transcend to a higher frequency and vibration, don't be surprised if you start to accumulate special intuitive abilities like a sixth sense. Now, I believe that we all have these abilities. I know we have them, and we shut them down because we're told it's strange or weird. But I have to tell you that most of my clients have been corporate executives, professionals, very serious people that on the sly come to me because they can't seem to equate whatever's going on with them to make sense. So I'm an unconventional way of handling a situation. There's always horoscopes in newspapers. People call psychic phone numbers. I did that for a while, and I answered phone calls, and I was a psychic reader on the phone. And I found that to be very disturbing for me, because then I was actually connecting to the person, and then all of their lifespan was coming through. I couldn't sleep at night. So I was seeing all of their lives, and it was all jumbled up. But I'm a different case because I'm empathic, so everything's very extreme for me. Now, if anyone joins us today, I'd love for you to make a comment. Join us in the chat. I'm here every day. Please like and subscribe to my videos. Today we're covering psychic gifts, unconditional love, and palmistry. So moving on, we're going to go to palmistry eventually, obviously, because we're talking about intuitive gifts, right? Now, a psychic, a clairvoyant who has special spiritual visions or inner sight, so maybe they see from their third eye. There are psychics that work with the police because they can see if someone's missing, if there's a crime that's committed. They might help find the person that a detective is searching for. And this can be this is a very serious thing. There's no messing around. There's some individuals that are excellent at doing this. It's a real thing. There's also what's called a healer. And a healer is someone who can send healing energy. We know that Jesus was a healer. And in this day and age, there's many healers out there, and they work from different sources. They work from God's source, Christ consciousness, the source, from nature. They might do what's called Reiki, which is energy healing on the body through the chakras. And I've spoken about the chakras, the 7 chakras that are inside the body. There's 5 outside, which on another day we'll go to. But let's stick with the 7 chakras: the crown chakra, the third eye chakra. The crown chakra is related to opening up all of you. It's connecting to a higher realm. Third eye chakra is your intuition, your inner knowing, and it's right here between your 2 eyebrows. Your throat chakra is related to your communication and whether or not your words are heard, your voice. It's very important to have all of these chakras clear. If we have them blocked, we can unblock them, of course. It takes the healer and it takes the client, because the client has to do some of their own work, which is dealing with our issues, which I've mentioned. Hi, whoever's joining us, it's Mary. I'm coming to you live, and you know that. And today we're covering psychic gifts. I don't know if that's Tommy visiting us today. Hi, if it is, I'm glad you're here. And if you want to write in the chat, you can hit that. There's a little button there, and you can hit it, and it can drop down. Psychic gifts, unconditional love, palmistry. I hope you like and subscribe to my videos. And so back to healing. So a healer will basically be helping to heal the client. Now, part of this is the client. A healer can clear away, but the negativity can come back like a sickness. It's a two-way street. So a healer can heal the different chakras or the different parts of you by removing energy. I have a friend, Mujin Chao, and he is an energy healer, and he does it by sending light to the person. And he works with very extreme ailments: cancer, tumors, anything serious, heart disease, all of it. And he has the ability to clear the person. Now, if he clears the person has to do some work too as well, because the illness came through them, into them, because they were vulnerable. Maybe they had mental sickness. Maybe they had low vibrational emotions they were constantly, chronically dealing with, which is hate, anger, sadness, fear. So we can clear the chakras. So the throat chakra, the heart chakra, love, bringing love into your life. You must have a cleared love chakra. Solar plex chakra, sacral chakra, which is the sex organs, that must be spinning and clear. And you can have them too open as well. There must be balance and harmony in the body, mind, spirit. And the root chakra, which is how you ground yourself, which is how you have stability in this world. Okay, so moving on. Also a medium. So a medium will speak to those who have passed and other worldly beings. Now, being a medium, you have to be super grounded, which means you firmly plant your feet in the earth's surface, because when other worldly beings come in, you're opening up your channels. You're a channeler. And when you open up your channels, if you're not stable, if you don't know your mind, body, spirit, if you're not a stable individual, then you can bring in all kinds of negative energies as well. because they will latch on. And then you might have things like become possessed by evil, because that does happen. I've heard lately that people are having psychic attacks during their dream. So during their dream state, while they're sleeping, you're very vulnerable. If you open up yourself to individuals who have bad karma, or if they're living in darkness, if they're doing things like witchcraft or evil spells, when you're at night, you're susceptible to psychic attacks. I've also heard there's frequencies that they're sending into people in mass scales to bring thoughts into their mind while they're sleeping. So just be aware. So what we want to do is we want to clear away any Hi, everybody who's joining us today. Hey, Tommy, how are you? Hi. Yeah, you figured it out. Hi. How's it going today? Hello. How's everybody? Hey, Tommy, I hope you're doing well today out in the heat. Is it warm in your town today? I'm not outside yet. One quick walk outside. And so anyway, let's move on right now to palmistry. Okay, and then we'll do unconditional love. So I pulled up this, I thought this was awesome right now because everyone has a palm, and I found that people find this very interesting because there's the love line, there's the lifeline, and so let's go through some of these lines. So if you can see, here's a close-up, you can see here's a palm, right? And they say, now, this is allegedly, right? What I say is allegedly. They say a woman over 30, you want to read from her left palm. I don't know if that's accurate. Anyway, so here's a palm, right? And so if you look at your palm, right, you can see right here, they say the lifeline is line of life right here. And if the lifeline is longer, the longer you live. And it extends from here all the way to the thumb. And let's see if I have a lifeline. Well, I don't seem to have that line. It doesn't seem to extend to the thumb. It extends into another line. So mine goes into another line. Now here we have, okay, so here's the line, the lifeline. Then we have the heart line, which is also called the love line, which is the longer, the better. Here's the heart line that goes this direction, if you can see. Right? And so they say, it seems to be the longer, the better is what you want for all these lines. So the love line, the heart line is right here. Okay. And let's see, there's the headline, which is clearer, longer, which I don't even know what the headline means, but let's see, where's the headline is right here. We'll have to look what up. The clearer, the longer, the better. And then the marriage line, is that on here even? It's saying on your left hand. I don't see the marriage line on this one. But look at this. It says will, reason, passion, Venus. There's a double love lifeline. Moon, Mars, Sun, Saturn, Jupiter. It's a lot of meaning in your hands. Oh, material, mental, divine. Joints of order, joint of philosophy. And the money line is a deep, straight, vertical line. We all need to have a long money line. So again, you can have a broken lifeline, predicts illness. Okay, so if you have, I guess if one of these two lines is broken, predicts illness during your life. So these are forms of fortune telling. And like I said, We all have these abilities and we all are working towards them. The more love you bring into your life for yourself and for others, and it starts with yourself, the more you embrace yourself, accept yourself. And I say, we have an invisible line surrounding us. This is about self-love, an invisible line surrounding us, 1 foot from our body. We are sacred beings of light. And for anyone to pass into our life, we must give permission. We must give permission mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. The more that we are clear as beings, the more we will raise our vibration, and we will access a higher consciousness, and we will expand our mind. We will bring prosperity, and all of our dreams will come true. Okay, so moving on, I want to bring up, again, angels, like I always do. Archangels, I say that angels are beings of light, and they are celestial creatures traveling from the heavens. They're benevolent, and if we ask for angels to come in, they are a sign of a spiritual awakening. You might have a dream, a sleeping dream about an angel. You might find a feather. There might be symbols or messages that you receive that an angel is present. You might feel a brush across your face, your cheek, or there's a presence and you are alone. The more we engage with stillness, where we quiet our minds, we meditate, we do visualizations, we bring light into our being, we ask for light to come into our being, we will have mystical experiences. And angels are mystical, wonderful beings. There's tens of thousands, legions of millions of angels that are traveling from the heavens to earth. When I look in my third eye, I see a tower, the inside of a tower, reaching to the heavens, and there's shelves of angels. I looked and I heard the voices of angels numbering thousands upon thousands, tens of thousands times 10,000. Millions of angels, and the angels are here for the spiritual war that we are engaging with right now on the earth. If things seem a little chaotic and they don't make much sense, I always say I must see it with my own eyes to believe it. I don't watch the news. That is theater. That is staged. I grew up in the media business. I worked on many sets. I know it's staged. It's all dialogue. It's all an agenda. I don't watch the news. There's also frequencies that come through in your television. I just watch YouTube videos. I watch some streaming. I believe that we should go to our own heart and we should trust what we, in our own hearts, sense and know. We have all the answers within us. We just have to crack open the beautiful glowing light that's in our heart. Hi! I'll let you read my hand later. Okay, fantastic. I will. I'm so glad. Everyone write in the chat, because you know what? I have to tell you that it actually it's helpful to me, because if you share with me information that you have, it will help me. And also then I get to know exactly what's going on with you out there. So it's Tuesday, and we're all trying to bring love and light into our lives and raise our vibration to a higher frequency, because when we do that, we bring abundance and opportunity and prosperity, and we can manifest. And I'll bring up the 3 steps to manifesting. So on this earth, we have good and evil that has risen up, right? And you can clearly see. And you and I are both good. We are good. I'm sending you light. You're sending me light. I'm sending you love. You're sending me love. And together we are forming a circle of light. And this circle of light is powerful. Why is the circle of light powerful? Because circles are wholeness. Circles are complete. Circles are God and oneness. And when I bring my light to you and you bring your light to someone else, eventually we will cover the earth with the circle of light. You too have intuitive abilities. How do you access those? You access those by working on them. And how do you work on them? For example, we'll do this together right now. We're going to close our eyes. We're going to close our eyes and we are going to breathe out. And we're going to listen to everything that we can hear beyond the walls of the room. Remember your breathing, your eyes are closed, and you're going to find stillness within your being. If you have thoughts that come into your mind, you're going to ask them to leave. If negativity comes into your mind, you're going to ask it to leave. Nothing can come into our mind unless we give it permission. Nothing can come into this sacred space unless we give permission. We're going to find a way to have stillness within ourselves. If you want to ask your cells to bring in divine light, you can do that. So as we find stillness, we're going to have complete quiet right now. We're going to breathe out. And we're going to tune into all of our senses. This is how intuitives work. It's just practice. When you have an awakening, it comes through because of light. It comes through because of, it can come spontaneously. It can come through because you have a spiritual awakening. And this is a way to have a spiritual awakening through stillness. So you're going to first, you're going to listen really hard with your ears. You'll be surprised how far you can hear. You might hear what's going out on the road 10 blocks away. You have these senses, they're in you. You just have to accept them. We are born with them. We are born with the beautiful glowing light in our hearts. We are born with these senses. So you're going to hear as far as you can hear, as far as your senses will take you. And then you can also do this with all of your senses, right? We can go to our hearts and we can ask our hearts for exactly what's going on within our own being. We can go to our mind, and as we expand our mind, we say we need more room. We make more room in our minds. Maybe you're going to come through and your senses are going to come through very strong smelling. Maybe you're going to smell. Sometimes I can smell perfumes, or I can smell some food. And if I'm connecting with somebody without realizing it, I might smell something they're smelling. Maybe you'll see in your mind remote viewing. These are all practice. As you practice this, as you work on this, but you have to start with stillness and quiet, because everything that's going on around us has a vibration. Everything that's going on around us carries a frequency. And so that's, if you're not clear and if you're not used to doing this, you will be distracted. So we go to stillness. So you're going to turn off everything that's around you. You're going to close your eyes. No electronics. Maybe you want to sit with a pad of paper and breathe. Do a body scan. Make sure you have no anxiety or pain. And you could do this with a friend. Maybe you want to, or not even tell them you're doing it. So when you're around somebody that you know, you see if you can sense things about them without asking. And it might be that when you connect to your heart, you connect to their heart, and you might begin to feel their emotions and become more empathic and have more compassion. And these are all higher vibrational attributes and characteristics that we want to embody so that we can become higher dimensional, higher vibrational beings of light. Okay, so you're going to be sitting down quietly. We've worked on listening beyond the walls of the room to gain stillness. Make sure you're letting out a breath. Maybe you'll start to have information come into your mind. Write it down. Everything means something. I've learned this. When I do a reading, I know I have to tell everyone everything that I see because it has meaning for them. It might seem ridiculous. I'll give you an example. Maybe I'm doing a reading and I see a milkshake. So I write it down. What could that be? And then as I'm finding the symbols and the signs and the messages, maybe it's a number, all of it is related to this person. So it's valuable. Like I'm saying, when you're doing this exercise on your own to work on your intuitive abilities and stillness so that you gain abilities too, write it all down. Write down how you're feeling, whatever your emotions. This is going to take practice. Maybe you're going to find that you're going to see certain locations. So as you're doing this, you're going to be tuning in. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to practice this, and we're going to come back to this in another time. And let's move on right now. Let me remind you, I always remind you about light on the horizon. Here's a beautiful picture, and this is divine. This is a dove, which represents serenity and harmony and peace. And we want to bring peace on this earth, peace and love and light. And I always say there's light on the horizon. I see through this rectangle, like you go to a sunrise in the morning. The sun, when the sun disappears on the horizon and the sunset, it's as valuable as a sunrise because it's ending the day. Tomorrow's the start of a new day. It's romance, it's twilight, it's transformation, it's the beginning of darkness. It's the promise of a new beginning. So what's valuable is a sunrise, looking at the sunrise in the morning, light on the horizon, good things are coming, difficult situations will improve beyond your view. And then a sunset, a new beginning tomorrow. I always say let's do everything we can today, but a sunset is beautiful and maybe it will spark the light inside of you. Again, we covered palmistry. And let's look at the lines that we have on our hands. And what do they mean exactly? Your lifeline, your love line, your headline, your money line. So let's remind ourselves there's some value in this. We're all learning to be healers and we're learning to be more empathic. And we are forming a circle of light together on this Tuesday. I'm reminding you to like and subscribe to the video. And I would like to now cover, I'd like to give an angel blessing before we move on to a visualization and a gemstone. So I believe in angels. So angels are around us, angels beside us, angels within us. Angels are watching over you in good times and in stress times. Their wings wrap gently around you, whispering that you are blessed. I believe I have an archangel that is present right here to my right, and there are legions of angels coming from the heavens to earth to protect humanity. And they're here during this spiritual war that we are dealing with on this earth, good and evil. And I am here to bring light and love to the earth. I am what's called a starseed, as well as the other labels that I've given myself. And a starseed is a person who is spiritually aware, and they have a strong connection to the divine creator, and they're said to be an old soul that is sent back to earth to transform the world into heaven on earth. And I, like many others, call themselves the 144 family. And we are here on a mission. I'm here. My mission is to bring love and light, to work on light grids, to bring love and light to the earth here. I'm from New York. I don't know how many other starseeds there are in New York, but I'm here on this earth. And starseeds sometimes do what's called light language. And light language is expressed through many different forms of translations, and they speak it, and it comes through. It's like a cascade of healing activation to your codes. So all of us have light codes that are inside of our cells. Our DNA must be activated. And as you ascend to a higher consciousness, you will receive light codes. When you're resting, they come through. They're activated. They activated through the sun. They're activated through sleep. They're activated because you're ascending. Your body is transforming from carbon-based to crystalline. And crystalline light. So you're morphing from this 3D linear world that we're living in to the 5D. We're leaving the matrix of all the systems that we were programmed. We were programmed to believe certain reality. This is a simulation that we're living in. So we're coming out of amnesia. We're waking up to another reality. What's really been going on? We have been programmed to believe certain things related to history, education, health, government, and this 9-to-5 grind, this slavery where you've been enslaved. So we're going to break open our hearts, and we are accepting ourselves, the duality. We're accepting everyone. I'm accepting you. You're accepting me. Because I'm sending you love. Why? I'm accepting you as is. You don't even have to change. Just as is. Because you're a beautiful human being as is. And as I say, we all have we're going to say it's 5 humongous goals, but it's 3 wonderful, authentic traits that you have, that's within you, that makes you special. And I would like you to recite them out loud. What are the 3 beautiful characteristics that you embody? What is that? For me, I'm going to say that because I'm empathic, that makes me special. Although I know that you could probably become empathic too if you work on your intuitive senses and abilities. Maybe you have the most beautiful brown eyes, or you're incredible at math. I'm terrible at math. Maybe you're a magnificent artist. You might be amazing at relationships, or you're amazing with pets. My little puppy dog Elsa's behind us. Let's say hi to Elsa. Elsa always takes a little nap. It's like she's my partner here, because sometimes I need to be brave and courageous and strong. I wasn't like this always. I was kind of shy. I was a very shy individual. Thank you, whoever's joining us. Please write in the chat and tell us anything that's going on with you today. I'm so happy that you're here on Living in the Light. I was just mentioning how wonderful we all are, and how we all have this beautiful glowing light in our hearts, and we can awaken. We can have a spiritual awaken, and we can become multidimensional beings of light. And how do we do this? Through forgiveness. Forgive all those who have injured you, and accept forgiveness, because that's related to trauma. When you have trauma and you haven't gotten through it, it is a blockage within you. It might be a spiritual blockage, a physical blockage, a mental, an emotional blockage. If you are blocked, how can you have a great life and a great adventure that you're here to have? So let's forgive everyone. And maybe that takes some time, and that's okay. You can offer forgiveness without even seeing the person, because words are a vibration. You can say, so and so, whoever it is, I am so sorry that I injured you. I hurt you for this, whatever it is. You can say that. Hi, Nathan. Thanks for joining us. Hello. Nice to meet you. How wonderful. How's it going today? What's new? I am here and I'm all about, Nathan, I'm all about bringing light and love and helping. I don't know if you've been here. I'm a source and a constant source of love and light. So I come here every day, Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. to bring light and love into your life. And I hope you like and subscribe. And so let's forgive all those who have hurt us. You want to say it out loud. If you can't go to the person, if it's too constrictive or stressful, but you want to engage with them, they will hear it on some level. Send them love. Everyone that I feel that I've injured in my lifetime or I need forgiveness from, if I want to give forgiveness to, just forgiveness across the board. I pray for them every night. I send them love and light. Even the relationships that didn't work out, I send them love from my heart. I imagine my love. Hi, wherever you are, right in the chat. It's so wonderful. Everyone's here today. We're getting some people, and men, tell me where you're coming from. Where are you from? Nathan, where are you coming from? What state? I'm in New York. I'm coming live. And my name's Mary. And this is Living in the Light. So let's forgive those. Let's accept ourselves. I'm accepting you. Now, what do I say? Let's say today you're not feeling so good. Or try to remember this in the future. Let's say you're having a bad day. You're having a rough patch. Go to a body of water and speak to the water and release it to the. Oh, hi, Philadelphia. Yay, Philadelphia. Wow. You must be a strong person if you're from Philadelphia. That's a pretty tough town. You have to be pretty strong. It's like being a New Yorker, right? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hello. So if you're having a rough patch, I'm suggesting go to a body of water and speak it out. I live near the beach. I'm so grateful for that and blessed. If I'm having a rough patch, I go to the water and I just speak to the water and it releases. Maybe you can't get to a body of water. Maybe you want to write it out. Journal. Let it out. Stream of consciousness. Have it run through your arm on a piece of paper. Whatever you're feeling, and let it out. The worst thing is if we let it out to someone. So if we're upset and then we take it out on someone, an unsuspecting being. We don't want to do that. So we want to deal with our own stuff. Like I said, we can only control this. We can't control what's going on out there. So if we are clear, we know our mind, our body, our spirit, and we engage with whatever we have going on that we need to. We deal with our issues, we go to it, we go through it, we embrace every part of us, good and bad. And we embrace shame, we embrace fear. We say, I am strong, I'm courageous, I am brave. I'm strong, I'm courageous, I am brave. Ask the angels to lift you up through it. Because after you get through it and you embody, your heart embodies love, unconditional love for everyone, everything will fall into place. You will be able to manifest whatever you want. What are the 3 steps to manifesting? Who can tell me? Hello? Anyone joining me? Anybody? Where are you from? Whoever's joining me. Is it Nathan still? Okay, so what are the 3 steps to manifesting? Do we know? Number 1. I know you probably are tired of hearing me say write down things, but writing down is very cathartic. First, write down whatever it is that you want, whatever your dream, your wish, your desire. Write it down on a piece of paper. Do not tell anyone. Tell no one what your dream or your wish is. No one. Because they might harm it. They might taint whatever your wish is. If your wish is you want to take a trip to somewhere and you tell someone and they've been there and they say, why would you want to go there? Or they might be jealous, or they might just think you can't do it. You don't want to tell anyone whatever your desire, your wish is, because you are a sacred being of light and you want to keep it to yourself because it's your perspective. It's your perception. It's whatever your dreams are. You're here on your own mission, your own purpose, your own destiny, your own adventure. And on this destiny adventure, you are going to accomplish everything that you want. You're going to live as long as you want to, and you're going to accomplish whatever you want to. So you're going to write on a piece of paper whatever it is your goal is. Hi, whoever's joining us. You're going to write down whatever your desire is on the piece of paper. Tell no one. And you're going to fold it up and you're going to put it in your sock drawer. And I know it sounds silly. Try it. Now, this is key to accomplish and manifest whatever it is that you want, your dream, your desire, your wish. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to visualize in your mind whatever it is that you want. Now, if you want to bring in a relationship, you're not going to manifest a specific person's face. It has to just be gestures of whatever you want from that person. Maybe they're hugging you. Maybe they're offering you their hand. If it's materialistic, if it's a material thing, then you want to visualize whatever it is you want. And you're going to do that with all of your senses. What does it smell like to have this wish? What does it look like in your mind? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? And if you can feel joy in your heart, then you can manifest it. Now, if you can't feel joy, then you can't manifest it. So if you don't feel joy, you have to go to your heart. You have to say, why? Why is this not making me happy? If this is a wish, a goal, a dream that I have, did someone say I can't do it? Am I sabotaging myself? Whatever it is, you have to figure it out because you won't be able to manifest this dream. So you're going to, all your senses, visualize it in your mind. Your mind, whatever you smell, whatever you feel, whatever it is, and it's going to bring joy. That's 2. 3, third step. We're almost done. Okay, to manifesting your dream, desire, your wish, your goal, is you're going to speak about it as if you already have it. I always say, I'm manifesting a yellow sports car. So I say, my yellow sports car is sitting in my driveway and it's bright yellow and it's a convertible and the top is down and the leather is black and it smells so new. And I can't wait to drive my yellow sports car. And I talk about it as if I already have it. Doesn't it sound like I have it? That's what you're going to do to manifest whatever it is you want. As if you already have it. My. If it's a relationship, my relationship is beautiful and lovely, and my companion is generous and kind. So those are the 3 steps. Now, like attracts like. If you would like to manifest a lovely, beautiful, warm-hearted, compassionate individual, you must be those characteristics yourself. If you have anger in your heart, like attracts like, you will manifest an angry person. So you want to try this and figure out what you manifest. If you go to a party, stand alone and see who comes to you. Now, it might be someone that is looking towards you because you have light. It might be someone that's coming to you because you carry the same vibration. We all have a vibration. My vibration is about love. My vibration is love. So those individuals that have hate and anger don't usually come to me. They don't know what to do with me. I'm almost invisible to them. As you raise your vibration, you will attract different people. As you ascend, you will find that some of those people that have drama characteristics will not be attracted to you because and that's okay. They're just not your people, right? Whoever's joining us, write down where you're coming from. I'm in New York. It's Mary. I just spoke about the 3 steps to manifesting if you want me to recap. I also covered, if you want to go back and look at this, palmistry and reading your palm. And I spoke of intuitive abilities and empathic, and how do you create abilities within you. You must have stillness. You go into a quiet space, you listen to all the sounds beyond the walls of the room, and it starts there. You can go back and you can recap. So let's do a visualization before we go, because we've hit our time. And a visualization is guided mental imagery, and this will bring light into your being. And after that, I will cover the healing properties of a crystal gemstone. So let's get into a comfortable position, sit or lay down. You want to go into a quiet space, and you want to let out a breath. And as you let out a breath, you might need to speak it out. So you're going to relax your body and you're going to close your eyes. You're going to breathe. And now together we're going to take 3 inhales or exhales, and we're going to do a 12 count. And this is a way of bringing light into your being. And this is a way of finding and opening and expanding your mind. You're opening space in your mind. If you feel like you have looping thoughts, we're going to bring it back to what we're speaking of. Okay? So close your eyes and let's do inhale, exhale 3 times together. Now I'd like you to imagine a stream of light in the sky floating towards you. I hope you've exhaled all your tension and you've scanned your body. So this rainbow light that is streaming in the sky, floating towards you, these light-filled colors are vibrant of red and orange and yellow and green and blue and violet. The rainbow stream of light surrounds your being. And as this rainbow light surrounds your being, you begin to feel relieved. Stress is leaving your energy field, and it's beginning to touch your cells of your body. And you're feeling less tension, and you're accepting these vibrant colors of rainbow light. The rainbow light begins to spin clockwise, and it's surrounding you, and it's moving 3 times clockwise. 1, 2, 3, and counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3. And it's clearing away darkness and negativity that surrounds you. And there's yellow, and there's red surrounding you. Stream of light surrounding your entire body. You feel the colors. You feel it reach your cells, giving you hope, enlightenment, and peace. And any anger and fear and sadness is leaving your body. Any past moments, any past behavior, any past thoughts are gone. And you are opening up to a future. And this light continues to spin within your body. begin to feel physically serene, harmonious, and peaceful. I'd like you to stay in this moment, this rainbow light moment. The reds, the oranges, the yellows, the greens, the blues, the indigos, the purples are within your body, and they've cleared you. So stay in this moment. You feel physically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally clear. And you've let go of all of the moments prior to now. You're in the present time. We'll count backwards to 3, and you'll open your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Well, I hope that you accessed some light within you, and I want to remind you to be in the present. If you're feeling overwhelmed, breathe out and think present. Where am I right now? Because you're pulling yourself out of looping thoughts and confusion and stress and in the present. If we project too far into the future, we are not enjoying this moment. We cannot access the future unless we live in the present. What's the point of having a bunch of tasks that you do if you're not enjoying the moment? We're going to stretch out the moment. Hi, thanks for joining me. We're going to stretch out every moment. Look how long this moment is. Let's see how long it is. You can accomplish so much. Our thoughts are very powerful. What thought are you putting in this moment? What are you putting in this moment? I'm going to come up with a thought for me in this moment. I'm thinking about how wonderful this evening's going to be. I'm going to go see a sunset. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about a sunset, which symbolizes ending, romance, new beginnings, change, transformation. You decide what thought you're putting in this moment. And let me remind you how important whatever thought you have when you wake up, what is something that you want to think of first thing in the morning tomorrow, after you write down your dreams. Okay, before we go, I'm going to just share with you, because we went beyond our time, and I'm so glad for everyone that joined us today, these crystal clear gemstones. And what are they? They have healing properties. They are the stone of power. The stone of power. So you might want to, when you get some of these little gemstones, why are these valuable? Because they come from the earth. They have power because they come from the earth. And certain gemstones denote certain vibrations and qualities. They have characteristics, healing properties. I say, which I learned from a feng shui expert, to put them in certain places in your house or your workspace, or someplace that you would like to bring healing energy. So this is a stone of power. It's clear and it protects from negativity. So if you have negativity, look, we all are a work in progress. I don't have all the answers. I'm just making suggestions to bring light into your life and to be a constant source of love. So these gemstones embrace a spiritual connection. They attune you to a higher self. So I suggest putting them on your crown chakra. That might be very helpful. Or they magnify healing vibrations or energy. So an intention. So I say a wish. You might have an intention when you hold these. And you might have an intention of something like you want to accomplish. Like maybe my intention today is I'm working on another project. I want to do a great job on this project, this new project that I'm working on. I'm working on this radio show. So I'm saying I want, and I'm only sharing that because I've already made steps into having the radio show. I hope that the radio show brings me in the right direction and I do a great job. Whatever your intention is. So this is the Master Crystal Healer, this gemstone. It's for grounding. You can ground yourself. So I do feel that this is heavy for me. You know, every gemstone affects each individual, each being separately. So for me, these are very healing and grounding. They help me to feel more of myself. I have them by my bedside. And they're great for any of the chakras. Well, I'm so grateful that everyone joined us today, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful day. I want to remind you, light on the horizon. And I say a rectangle because I see a rectangle in my third eye, and it's light on the horizon. There's a sun coming up over the horizon, and it's a beautiful yellow-orange color, and there's vibrant oranges and yellows surrounding it. And there's rippling of the waves, the water. And good things are coming. A difficult situation will improve beyond your sight. It's good luck. Good things are coming to you, I promise. So let's be a circle of light for others. Let's embody light and love in our heart. And know I'll be back again tomorrow. I hope you like and subscribe to my videos. And I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring, but I know that I'm going to do another video here again tomorrow at 11. And I hope you join me. And if you have any suggestions, write it in the chat. I hope Tommy, and Nathan return, and anyone else who is here. I love you all. And as I say, I'm spinning light. I'm spinning it clockwise. And you are in the center of this light because I am shifting away darkness. And I'm guiding you to your destiny. And you're going to make a wish as you stand in this light that I'm spinning. And I'm spinning it clockwise and counterclockwise. And I'm wishing good things for you on this August 2nd. Everyone, I want everyone to have a wonderful day. And I'm sending you light and love. Be well. Bye.